Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another trading session. It is Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I hope you had a great start of the week as well. Well, starting with yesterday's price action and yesterday's mess that we did here. It was actually not a mess, but I was kind of off with my bias. I was expecting buy side liquidity as previous day high and all time highs here and relative equal lows. So there was a lot of things that indicated that price could eventually reach new all time highs, and in fact, it really drove to 67.56, which is not even 1 point away from all-time highs. But then we failed. We took London highs and started to go in a high resistance initially, but then we started to fall. And here, after taking this major sell side liquidity, I took my first buy here, expecting some kind of a unicorn setup with a breaker and a fair value gap. But yeah, got stopped out here. Price fall a little bit more. Took some more sell side liquidity, and here I think here is where I really messed up, because there was no model here, and I tried to long here just to catch these equal highs here, and it didn't work as well. So got stopped out once again. And then after the stream, once again the model printed out, and I really took a long here, but it didn't go that far. I took the majority of the position out here, and yeah, then got stopped out at break even, and mitigate some of the previous losses here. So I ended up the day with 1 hour loss. And yes, today it's a new day. It's a day where we will try to mitigate the loss. So this is my objective, to mitigate my previous loss. And what can I expect from price action, right? This is the main question, and this is what we will see, what we have here. So looking at the range, it's a pretty large range. Right now we are right at the consequent encroachment, or as you can see, equilibrium. We are almost hitting equilibrium. I would like to see a drive a little bit higher into premium, and then displace lower to target all these lows here, eventually London low, Asia low, and the most far draw would be the previous day low. So what I would like to see is a drive a little bit higher, and then bullish PDA array start to fail, and eventually price will come down to previous day low. So this is my main bias. As you can see, it kind of has some confluence with the accumulation, manipulation higher inside London, and then a displacement or a distribution. I mean, lower. Where's the distribution? It's here. So it kind of, as you can see, it kind of aligns with the AMD. So what I'm looking for is really a drive lower inside New York AM session, and honestly, I will try to get into some shorts as soon as price develops this setup. So let's zoom in a little bit just to see what price is really doing right now. I think we are inside the session right now. So 9:30 open, already opened. Let me just mark the 9:30 candle here. So this is the 9:30 candle open. Just be a little bit more precise with these levels. So 9:30 open, 8:30 open, right now being rejected. We have midnight open. We have this NWOG as well, which can eventually act as support. And down here, these levels are referring to the previous, as you can see here, the previous candle wick. So I'm expecting it to draw into this, and these are the levels where price can eventually do some kind of a pit stop. So let's wait. So far we are consolidating here, so I'm waiting for some type of manipulation. I guess NQ already gave us that manipulation higher, and it's now starting to move lower. So I believe ES will follow. Yeah, NQ reading right to the downside. Just checking if everything is okay with the stream. I think it is. Yeah, so far on NQ, not on NQ, on ES, there's no first presentation. NQ is just ripping lower, and now we are moving lower on ES as well. The only thing that I don't like is that we left some relative equal highs here, so kind of a tricky job here on ES. NQ just pushing lower, and it's almost. I mean, let me just check here. Yeah, but 43 handles more, and we are inside previous day low. So let's just see. There's no fair value gap here on ES as of now. This will be the first one. If price just closes like this, this could be the first presented fair value gap as well. But yeah, right now. So NQ just made an aggressive push to the downside. ES tried to follow, but as soon as it hit the analog, it's starting to react here. So we'll be a little bit more patient with this. So right now, there's no fair value gap that we can consider first presented fair value gap. The only thing that we have here is somehow a breaker, bearish breaker. But the way we purged these lows, these highs, I mean, it's kind of suspicious, but yeah, we have an SMT here in between ES and NQ. So let's wait. So I will mark the 950 open. The 950 open, I mean the 950 macro. Yeah, it seems like ES wants to progress a little bit lower. No first presented fair value gap yet. So we are still waiting here. ES is now progressing lower. So this might be, this tiny one might be the first presented fair value gap here. Yeah, with the volume imbalance as well. And here we go, midnight open. So an aggressive start for the session. Let me just open my position size calculator as well. There we go. Well, so far we were expecting lower prices, and this is what's happening. It's really happening. So right now I just need an opportunity to get in. But yeah, it's one-sided. There's only one green candle so far. It's always kind of hard to enter a one-sided market. In the meantime, NQ already took London lows. Once again, reacting here to midnight open and consequent encroachment of the N-Wong. A touch here on this fair value gap here. Let me just drag this to the downside here. So another reaction from midnight open here. Kind of interesting since I think you already took London lows, but yeah, I believe there's still a lot more room to go. So another block is being formed right now. Let's see if midnight open acts as resistance here. It should. It should act as resistance. Yeah, price mumbling around here, reacting once again to the consequent encroachment of the analog. Yeah, so far on the 15-minute, we have an SMT in between, a lower SMT in between London highs, London lows, and current price action on NQ and ES. So if this SMT maintains itself, I believe we will go higher, but that's not part of my plan. I would like to see price going a little bit lower, eventually purging Asia lows, London lows, and previous day low as well. Whoa, kind of crazy this price action here. Let me just check the range of this candle. It's a 5-handle candle for ES, so pretty volatile here. And a bit messy, as you can see. But yeah, every single open on ES has been a bit messy, messier than NQ. But yeah, so we are working right now below midnight open. A lot of wicks above midnight open, which can mean that price will not go above midnight open and will drive lower. Well, so far, the plan um, is getting into shape. It's kind of an aggressive start here. Was hoping for something a little bit slower, not that messy and not that volatile, but yeah, sometimes we have opens like this. Right now we are trying to get below the NWOG. So at this point, midnight open was retested, but kind of failed here. Need some more water. Yeah, at 10 we will have some news driver. It's an orange folder. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, we still have to keep that in mind. And we are approaching as well 9:50, so the macro will start in a couple of minutes. So another drive, since we touched the base of the NWOG, the bottom I mean, and yeah, we also touched the open from yesterday's price action I mean. Yeah, price keeps going lower. I really would like to have something clean. I guess I could have entered here, but it's too fast. I'm just waiting. Still waiting. Yeah, price is trying to exit out of the NWOG. Driving itself lower. There we go. Nice displacement to the downside here. And this was a fast opening, honestly. And the read was quite fine, especially here when I saw all these wicks above midnight open. Now it starts to feel a bit price chasing. But I really would like to get into those shorts. At this point, NQ already took a low, but it still has previous day low. 14 handles, well, it's not that much, but it is something. And then Q is already reaching for previous day low, and Q is not stopping. I mean, ES is not stopping. Let's just see if price comes here. This would be an ideal scenario for a possible entry. But at this point, I don't know. Price is kind of heavy. I don't know if ES has the strength to come here. Let's just see. Because we still have previous day low. NQ has previous day low as well. Let's give it some minutes. And at this point, we are inside a macro as well. So the volume imbalance here is offering some resistance. I wouldn't mind to see this volume imbalance being inverted, and as far as this fair value gap holds, I could take shorts here and eventually wait for it to continue until previous day low. Let me just take a, yeah. We'll wait a bit more. There's no need to rush here and to try to catch price. a little bit more to the upside here. It wouldn't hurt nobody. And Q is reaching for that fair value gap. But ES is a bit far away from it still. Yeah, ES now is having some hard time to get above that. Let's wait a bit more just to see if it can't if it can't come here. It's pretty large of a stop, but let me just check the 15 minutes, the 3 minutes, and the 2 minutes. Hmm. Yeah, it would be interesting to see price come here at least. So I will wait for it and we'll see if this ends up not being a reversal since we are inside a macro. And yeah, macros sometimes cook reversals. So I hope this is not a reversal. I hope that this is a continuation to the downside as soon as we hit this fair value gap here. Still waiting here, but seems like we are weakening here a little bit on ES. Just let me put my camera on once again. On the 2 minutes, it's a bit early to enter here. I really would like to see it drive a little bit higher into the fair value gap here. Yeah, price is still waiting. Still waiting for something to happen, probably drive higher here. I really would like to see that. Let me just check once again the 2 minute. Yeah, the 2 minute. This is the fair value gap on the 2 minute. So let's wait for it. There we go. An aggressive move to the upside. Now I would like to see if this is really just a touch, or if we will suppress that fair value gap. Need to wait a bit more. So Shanna, thank you for following and for being there. Now this is futures. It's not forex. I don't trade forex. I just trade futures. It's the S&P 500 that I'm trading here. On the futures contract, it's called micro ES. That's why you can see that this MESZ, it's just the letter from the alphabet that refers to the last contract of the year. So but yeah, it's not forex, it's futures. Kind of the same thing, honestly. But in futures you can you can play a little bit more on a 1 minute. It's quite impossible to work on a 1 minute with forex because of those slippages and the commissions and everything that's on the broker side. So they will try to put you down with that slippage and broker and commissions and everything. So it does not happen on futures. So we have a broke down here. Now I would like to see if this fair value gap really inverts. I think I will take this short here. Let me just see if this gets inverted or if we will move a little bit higher. Yeah. So this is a 3 handle stop. We'll wait a bit more here. It's kind of a messy price action here. Yeah, price is still debating if it wants to come higher or lower. I didn't like how we pierced that fair value gap, but it's kind of normal since we have this N1 here as well. But I really would like to see this bullish fair value gap being inverted. That would give me the confidence to short. So far I'm flat, no positions, no trades, no nothing, just tape reading and observing the market behavior. So we made another touch here, kind of rejected it. We are inside the macro still. This was the 10 a.m. candle, I believe. No, this was okay. So yeah, I believe this is a good opportunity. So I will. Price is playing with us. Yes, so far no entry for me. I would like to see some closure below this inverted fair value gap. Yeah, price is acting a bit strange here, taking too much time. So far, we have no inverted fair value gap, despite I marked it as um, a an inverted one. Yeah, price is holding still. Another drive higher. So I'm glad I did not short the market yet, since it's making all this noise here. So we are still waiting to no positions. I still believe that we will head to previous day low, but it's kind of a messy price action right now. The first minutes were quite clean and kind of heavy, one-sided. Um, I had probably one opportunity to get into the short, but yeah, it was too fast for me, and I had to be aggressive if I would like to enter in some form of shorts. The price is still pushing to the upside here. We'll give it some more time to see what it wants to do. I believe a lot of people are shorting right now, trying to chase for the last movement as previous day low. So I believe the market can eventually try to punish everybody who's trying to get into late shorts first, doing something like this, and then display slower. But we will see. I need to see price eventually um, close below these wicks here, close below the inverted fair value gap as well. Otherwise, I will stay offside here and try to see what we will do in the next couple of minutes, because this price action that does not interest me at all. See, price is still heading to the upside. Let me just check the 2 minutes. Yeah, it's trying to face the order block right now. The 3 minute as well. So I'm glad I did not take this short here. It's almost a textbook short, but I've seen it many times already. Whenever price just does this and tries to disrespect the fair value gap without any hesitation. Yeah, that makes me always suspicious about price. And the fact that we stopped right at the macro and showed some reversal signs, yeah, it really made me think about a macro reversal or something like that. So that's why I did not play the short, despite expecting still previous day low. See, price is just pushing, probably trying to push late short sellers. But honestly, for a continuation lower, I don't want it to present I don't want price to present aggressiveness here above midnight open. I don't want it to do something like this. Otherwise, my bias is wrong and we will head to these relative equal highs. I want it to start to eventually come to midnight open, but as soon as we touch midnight open, it displaces lower, and then we will get rid of all these stops from those who are buying right now. It's like a double purge. So we are punishing everybody who tried to sell here around this, and then after we punish them, we try to punish everybody who's trying to buy here around this. So this is like a double purge action. So I'm glad I waited and did not chase anything, honestly. Otherwise, I would have to have a big stop. And a big stop is always, yeah, right? It's always a turn off thing whenever you have a large stop loss, because all the risk to reward gets ruined. So still waiting here. And Q starts is starting to show some weakness. Let me just check the 2 minutes. Oops. Yeah, another push. Another push higher. Yeah, seems like it's starting to form some sort of inversion here. So just waiting. Will we do another drive higher? Probably. Or if not, if we manage to close below this fair value gap, and if we manage to invert this one, then I believe we will head a bit lower. But yeah, we need to still wait a little bit. So price could not close above the 50% of this average fair value gap. Let me just check M and Q just to see what it is doing. Yeah, it had a good entry here eventually. Yeah, I really don't like how price is just is just slowing down here. There we go. There's no follow through here. Yeah, so still waiting here. No follow through on this hand on this candle here. I need to see this breaker here getting respected. And so far we are not, price is not able to close below it. So still waiting. Very boring, honestly. What about you guys? Have you done anything yet? Have you traded anything yet? Have you positioned yourself in the market yet, or are you still waiting for your model, or are you longing? Because I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Messy price action on ES. Just give me a minute. Just give me a couple of minutes. I will just leave this here since we are just waiting for something. I'll be back. Whoa. Whoa, this is heavy action here. Well, I wasn't expecting this, honestly. So we left a flat candle here, another flat candle here as well. This seems interesting. Well, I think I'm glad I wasn't here because I guess I would have entered somewhere around here probably. But let me see how this will finish. Yeah, we'll take this off here. Yeah, nothing. Still nothing here. Just waiting for something to form. I believe we will make another drive higher since we have relative equal highs here right at midnight open. So the 15-minute is also wicking, but we still have previous day low to be taken. So I don't know. At this point, it seems to be a bit hard since we are consolidating here. But yeah, seems hard to formulate anything here. So far, we are respecting this bearish fair value gap. We tried to pierce it here, but yeah, it's just the wicks doing damage. We had no effective closure below it, above it, so it's still a bearish fair value gap. But yeah, it's taking a lot of time here. But at the same time, we left some flat candles here as well. So I believe whenever I see a flat candle, I believe that they will serve as a drawn liquidity later. So it can happen that at this point, price will do another run to the upside, eventually taking all these stops here. And then it will eventually go lower. Because at this point, I see a lot of people selling here around this area, around this. I would have sold probably. I would have sold here probably or shorted here. Um, so my stop loss would be placed around here. So I believe we will eventually do another run, and then, if my bias is correct, of course. If not, if we can eventually invert this one, the bullish fair value gap here, if we can invert this one here, then we shall expect previous day low. But it's a tricky spot to be in a trade here. You have to be very patient. We left once again relative equal highs here. Let's just see how price behaves as soon as it touches the bullish fair value gap. This one here. So at this point, NQ is just respecting the bullish fair value gap. Yeah, NQ is heading to the downside, and I would like to see ES doing the same. Mm. So another touch here on the bearish fair value gap here, which is good. It was not able to close inside of it. Another drive higher. Will it happen now? Real boring action, honestly. The first couple of minutes of the opening was quite good, but these last minutes here, very boring. Very boring. Let's just see if it really wants to make another drive higher, taking out those stops, because we are entering 1050, and it can eventually mark a reversal lower the 1050 1110 macro. So it would be nice to see drive higher around midnight open, taking out these relative equal highs, then eventually displacing inside the macro and heading towards previous day low, because at this point we have a lot of liquidity here, which needs to be purged. So there we go. Price heading towards those stops. And let's see if it displaces. I will take this one out here, and yeah, this one is now inverted, and I would like to see it being reclaimed in between 10:50 to 11 a.m. So if price really does something like this, yeah, then I will not engage with it, despite having some heavy draws here, all this liquidity here. To me, it's a heavy draw as well. But yeah, this was not my bias. My bias was previous day low and eventually Monday low. And eventually Monday low, yeah. So that's why I'm not considering longs to purge this area here. I'm just considering shorts to go for previous day low. Just check the bar here. So displacement to the downside, we took these stops, and now I want to see this fair value gap being reclaimed. If we can reclaim this fair value gap, I would like to see previous day low. God damn it, now my dog is knocking on my door. There we go. So another drive higher here, but no intention to get into longs, just shorts. Hmm. Let's just see. We are entering 1050 macro. So probably something will happen. This was a move from macro to macro, as you can see here, a bullish move. I would like to see some kind of a reversal here. So when price was descending here and doing this aggressiveness to the downside, I looked into my watch and saw that we were entering 950 macro. That's why I did not take any shorts around these volume imbalances and nothing like that. I kind of waited for price to come for the first fair value gap, and yeah, I was looking for some type of a bearish reaction. It came aggressively, as you can see here, and then it went down once again. But at that point, I would like to see price somehow close below these wicks here, forming another order block. It did not happen, so I decided to wait. And since then, just waiting. So midnight open, everything is taking action into according to the plan. So I really don't like how price just made a flat candle here, but sometimes it happens. So right now we have some type of a breaker, bearish breaker. Now I want to see this being reclaimed. And if so, we have our short. Mm. Moving quite fast here. I would like to see some form of a retrace. It's been quite hard to to catch these moves lately because we have not done um, the proper retraces that we would like to see. Still waiting for price to deliver a little bit higher, but it seems like it doesn't want us to engage with price action. So far, no retrace on ES. I will wait a bit more. Not liking how we took out the low hanging fruit and reacted quite fast here. Can make another drive to the upside. Yeah, but it seems like we are heading lower here. So let me just push this around here. So this would be, I can probably put this a little bit lower, but still we'll wait to see. So now I'm just waiting here. Not the best fill. Price is heading once again to the reclaimed fair value gap. Not what I wanted to see, honestly. So this would be, if this happens, this would be a perfect macro setup with the breaker, the fair value gap here, this reclaimed one, the draw being previous day low. take some time here. At this point, I would like to see some follow through these lows. Forgot to do something. So this was indeed the manipulation leg. So we'll just drag this to the downside and see where we go in. Yeah, I forgot to do this. We went straight to -4 standard deviation, and then back to 1.5, in between -1 and 1.5. So right now, being this another manipulation leg here, yeah, we can consider -2.5 around here. Let's just see. So far we are heading south, so everything according to the plan. And notice how midnight open was just hit perfectly. These relative equal highs perfectly hit as well. And as soon as we hit those, we displaced lower. But now we just need to see some follow through. So a little bit more of water. Price coming back up. Not really liking this action. We took this low, the low hanging fruit. Took it out. We formed another low here. So let's see. Let's see where price is taking us. Taking too much time here, honestly. Yeah, not looking that great, honestly. Not looking that great. Boas, Lourenço. SMT com Nasdaq. Yeah, pode ser. Pode ser. Mas Nasdaq também tem previous day low para tirar ainda. Daí que esperava que esta SMT não funcionasse. So let's wait. There's nothing we can do. We are for how long? 10 minutes inside in the trade. We still need to see some. I would like to see some displacement lower. That would give me some sort of confirmation that I'm right. S&P para lows, ver como a S&P bateu lower highs e o NAS não. Ah, estou a ver, sim, sim, sim. Eu estava a ver ao contrário, sim. Exatamente. Sim, estás a falar aqui, né? Cá em cima. Isto. Sim, opá, o setup é perfeito. A entrada não foi perfeita de todo. Podia ter sido mais agressivo e ter entrado logo aqui em cima, uma vez que tinha aqui o SMT. Mas tem aqui muitas confluências. Temos SMT, temos Midnight Open, temos Macro, temos formação de breaker, reclaimed fair value gap, previous day low a servir de drawn liquidity. Pá, em princípio, não estarei errado, né? A entrada é que foi um bocado pobre, pá. Foi um bocado pobre porque eu vi que ele veio aqui buscar este low hanging fruit, depois reagiu logo com força para cima e eu fiquei naquela, epá, será que vamos outra vez lá acima ainda? Mas não. Começou aqui a ganhar um bocadinho e tal, mas entretanto veio para baixo. E vamos ver agora, precisa haver de pelo menos -2 standard deviation ou menos 2.5. Pronto. Pronto, aqui já posso pôr o stop loss onde eu queria, que era aqui nos 100 euros ou nos 100 paus. So let's see. So as I was saying, there's a lot of confluences here. I could have been a little bit more aggressive, taking this green candle here, but honestly, I was kind of afraid because we took out this low hanging fruit here, and we immediately kind of react to it, and yeah, it made me have some second thoughts. So that's why I decided to come here to enter in the next candle. But yeah, there's a lot of confluences. SMT, macro, midnight open, formation of a breaker, this fair value gap being reclaimed. So I believe I'm still right. I believe we will see previous day low, but it's taking some time. Not the fastest and the quickest run right now. You believe it will go lower? Yeah, probably. In fact, I was expecting Monday low on NQ, which is 24,700, I believe. Just let me check. Yeah, 24,750, just to be a round number. So I believe we can go to those prices. But you are referring to 24,590. Let me just check it once again. 24,590. Yeah, I see what you're looking for. I see what you're looking for, but it's kind of a stretched. It's kind of a stretched move, you know. I don't know if it will happen today or not, but it's kind of a stretched move. Well, if price, and now we have some construction. I don't know if you're hearing me or not, but that's the type of things that I've been dealing with, and that's why I sometimes do not stream, because it's impossible to stream with this type of construction going on. But yeah, I apologize for that if you're hearing something like that. As I was saying, yeah, I believe that we can go lower, and I will probably leave a runner. So I will limit by 4, and we'll leave a runner to see how far it can run to the downside. Let's just see. So far, we took out the low of the session. I would not like to see price coming back up. So this sort of block should hold. Yeah, it's you working on a bigger picture, much bigger picture than I do. So it is possible, and I can see it because if you look into, just let me switch to NQ just to MNQ. What's this? It's because of the change of the contract. Okay, but if you look into NQ, if we fall from this leg here, this is some type of a market maker model where you have consolidation, manipulation, and then the first stage, the second stage, and now if we go below this, a new market maker cell model can develop. A second distribution market maker can cell model can eventually develop. So it is possible. It is. So far, this bearish fair value gap is holding. So we just need to wait a little bit more. So far, NQ already hit previous day low. So that's why we reacted that way on ES. ES seems to be a bit stubborn here. So on the 15-minute chart, we are forming a flat candle, a green flat candle, which is this move here, which I particularly don't like, but we'll see. Let me just check the 2 minutes. Yeah, on the 2 minute, it can be just a retrace to the order block. At least that's what I'm expecting. Let's just check the 5 minutes. The 3 minutes. Yeah, it's taking some time here. I'm not liking how NQ just is just reacting to the upside here. Yeah, at this point, it's once again a strange trade, honestly. I know that we are outside of the kill zone already, but the closing macro should have offered as previously a low, but since NQ took it, um, yeah, it took it, but 24,779, and we went to 20 24,778. So just one handle, just one tick for NQ to take previous day low, which is kind of strange. So we left some relative equal highs here. Let's see. Let's see if this one gets reclaimed as well. That's what I would like to see. A reclaimed fair value gap. And not an inverted fair value gap like it's being drawn here. There we go. Now I just need to see it close. But at this point, I think we will reclaim it as a bearish fair value gap. So another SMT here in between ES and NQ. So NQ really took out the the highs. And ES didn't. So at this point, I will probably move my stop to break even. I don't want to see price coming back up. Otherwise, it will be a high resistance to the downside. I think I will just protect myself at break even. If I got stopped out, it is what it is. But yeah, at this point, I would like to see another leg down and not a leg up. So stop at break even. And let's see if this develops lower. At this point, I would like to see some speed because we are reclaiming this fair value gap. We have this flat candle, which usually is a drawn liquidity. So I would like to see some speed to the downside. This point it's 11:30, so we still have 20 minutes to go for the next macro. Yeah, and Q pushing a little bit to the downside as well. But honestly, it's been quite a boring market since 9:45, I believe. 9:45. The minutes, the 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes of the open were quite fast. I had no opportunity to get into anything. So, but since we hit 950 macro, things turned to be a little bit not boring, but slower. Now we are gaining some speed as I was expecting. Let's see if we can mark previous day low. Let's see if we can hit it. We have minus 2.5 standard deviation as well here. Yeah, so far that reclaimed fair value gap gave us a nice follow through. Now we just need another leg down just to hit previous day low. I'm expecting this fair value gap to hold. It can be retested. I don't mind, but it needs to hold. I don't want to price to climb once again and do something like this. Yeah, this would I wouldn't like it. Not before taking previous day low. We are leaving relative equal lows here. Still waiting for previous day low. Let me just check the 2 minutes. So the 2 minute is also here a fair value gap. We have the 3 minute order block here as well. So far, price is trying to push above the midpoint of that bearish fair value gap. and it's now reacting the way that I don't like. Let's see if we can close back below the midpoint. So nice reaction here. And now we just need to follow through these lows. And then we have our partial, which is the majority of the position. I will leave just one micro, which represents about 20%, I think. Let me just see, but I guess it is. Yeah, 20%, which is a bit, but I'm willing to take the risk. So price once again. The delivery has not been that clean, but yeah, it's somehow acceptable. I don't want to see price coming once again inside this fair value gap and try to close above the midpoint of it. I just wanted to work below the midpoint. I don't mind if it takes some time. We still have these relative equal lows here. So let's see if we have the ultimate push through previous day low, or if I will move my limit buy to minus 2.5 standard deviation. Yeah, notice how we stopped right at minus 2.5 standard deviation. Back to the bearish fair value gap. I don't want it to climb above the midpoint. I'm just allowing lower action. Let's just see if we will have the last push to previous day low. That way we can eventually take out our partials, which is in fact the majority of the position. And with that, close the stream as well and leave the runner to do its own thing if it wants to do anything. Yes, kind of stubborn here. It just needs one push just to get to those previous day lows. I'm getting kind of impatient here. It's been about 2.5 hours already. So I'm getting kind of impatient. It's taking a lot of time to hit that that sell side liquidity. Let's see if it comes now. But yeah, my dog is already begging me to go outside as well. So I'm just waiting for it to hit previous day low, and then I will wrap up the stream. Come on, man. There we go. So majority is taken out, so I will leave a runner if it wants to go lower. But yeah, wrapping up the trading session, it was quite a nice session, better than yesterday, because yesterday I was kind of off with my bias, and today I was pretty sure about my bias, and I was kind of confident. The only thing here which I regret is not to enter somewhere a difference presented fair value gap. I know that price action was kind of odd here, but I could eventually take out the first leg here. I patiently waited here during all this time. Kind of proud of myself, honestly, because the Miguel from other days would not have waited that much. But yeah, I was seeing that a lot of people were trying to short this here. So these relative equal highs formed. We had these relative equal highs as well, and we didn't manage to go to midnight open since we broke it. So I was expecting some form of retrace higher inside the end walk, inside midnight open, and it perfectly happened at 10:50. In between 10:50 to 11:10, which is the macro, is stopped right at midnight open. It presented it SMT'd, which Lorenzo told me, because I hadn't seen it. it stopped right at the midpoint of the NWOG, it displaced, formed the breaker, reclaimed this fair value gap. So this was somehow a good setup, was a very good setup. The entry was not that good because I kind of was afraid to take the entry right here at this green candle. I needed to wait for some lower displacement, and yeah, it really came in a form of a red candle, and then we displaced once again lower. I decided not to put myself at break even here on the first leg down, because usually I get stopped out, and I would have been stopped out here if I would have put my stop at break even. And then yeah, was kind of waiting for price to displace lower. So this was a nice session, honestly. Very calm, a bit annoying here, but since we are eventually expecting lower levels and lower price action, I will leave this runner until it hits something. And yeah, I managed to get back into profit. So yeah, yesterday we had a loss, a 1 hour loss, and today we are back. So yeah, guys, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, and I will end the stream with the runner just running. And Lourenço, obrigado, pá. Obrigado por estares aí também. Pá, amanhã vemos novamente e pá, se estás em alguma coisa a correr, por enquanto deixa correr, né? Por enquanto deixa correr, que eu também vou deixar e pronto, olha, vai até onde der. É isto, pá. Olha, obrigado mais uma vez e vamos marcando presença e um forte abraço e até amanhã, tá bem? Vá. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Thank you.